Kobe, how are you?
Good, how about you?
Good, good. So how's it been just coming in this spring? Is the system different than what you remember? I know it's been a couple years now, but did you jump right back into it?
The first week, I pretty much was remembering stuff like it was coming back to me, but I was thinking a lot, so I just had to get fresh and I just had to keep remembering it and I had to keep studying, so it just got kind of fluid as the weeks came on.
What is it like working with Jalen Robinson and Ryan O'Keefe, two veteran guys that have made some big plays at this program? Have you learned from them?
I mean, I watch them all the time. They give me like a lot of uplifting. They give me a lot of confidence. You feel what I'm saying? They go out there and make plays, so they make me want to make plays. And they're good veteran guys. They're good leaders. They hold me accountable, and the rest of the receivers.
Obviously, you had a great season last year. Where do you want to maybe take the next step as a receiver? Are there some particular areas you're working on this spring?
Particularly, I was dealing with a few drops last season, so I just look to clean it up and just get faster, you feel me, and start running past people.
What's the biggest challenge for you coming into a new team?
The biggest challenge is probably building relationships with the team and the coaches. Just like getting the relationships with the quarterback, getting on the same page as the receivers, knowing their weaknesses, knowing their strengths, you feel me, just coming in and helping them along the way.
So you're talking about, wanting to prove your hand with the drops. What does that entail? Is that like getting on the jugs machine when it's not practice time, or how much work goes into that? What kind of work?
A lot of good work goes into that, like even beyond what everybody else sees. Like at home, even catching tennis balls, just throwing it up in the air, keeping my eyes on it. It's really just eyes. Sometimes when the catch, it's easy. You tend to get lazy, your eyes and your hands get lazy, so just working on that.
We've asked, who's emerged this spring, wide receiver. We've heard a lot about you. We've also heard a lot about Jalen Griffin, JG. What have you seen from him this season?
Me and JG actually play the same position. Right now, it's a battle between me and him. We just going back and forth. It ain't like no hatred. It's just competition towards each other. He do good, he pushes me to do good. If I do good, he come out there and make a play. We just feed off each other at the position.
I know you're probably learning about some of the alumni that have played here at wide receiver. I know Gabriel Davis had a monster NFL playoffs. I saw him hanging out the other day. Have you had a chance to talk to him yet?
No, I never. I spoke to him a couple times, but yeah, he's a tremendous receiver. I used to, he has highlights here, so as film room rolls on, so I watch his highlights. I just watch what he does, and he does a pretty good job. So I just watch his tape and try to learn from him.
What's your chemistry like with the quarterbacks?
During the spring, it's really everybody going. You might have a young O-line going with an older quarterback, a young group of receivers going with an older quarterback. So it's just really just working after practice. We do a lot of work after practice to try to get on the same page. So I talk to them a lot, so we communicate a lot so we can get on the same page, but it's getting better over the weeks.
How inspiring is that when you look at guys like Gabe Davis and Traquan Smith? I'm not sure if you know who that is. He played here a few years ago with the Saints. But you look at guys like that are making it in the NFL, that's obviously a place where you want to get to as well, right?
Yes, sir, of course. That gives me good hope, you know what I'm saying? Because Gabe Davis had a tremendous year. Traquan Smith, I just watch all those guys, so they give me hope that, here, this is lower level football, but I still can make it. You feel what I'm saying? I know if I have the season and do what it takes, I can go where I want to go in life.
What's it like working with Coach Grant Hurd, your position coach? How has he helped you this spring?
To be honest, not being biased, not just saying this because I'm here, he's probably one of my favorite receiver coaches that I've had. Like, he know how to relate to us, but he also coaches us hard. So between the lines, he pushes us, he holds us accountable, but it's just good times. He relates to us as a person, and on and off the field, as a football player and as a kid. So he just teaches us a lot.
Who were your favorite players growing up? Did you have receivers you used to like to watch on TV, or who did you like to?
Growing up, I like Cam Newton. I was a quarterback. I played quarterback in high school, so I just started playing receiver. My favorite receiver in the league is probably Calvin Ridley and Devontae Adams. I watch them a lot.
What are the biggest differences catching passes from Mike Keene and John Rice?
I mean, it's really not a difference. They both put the ball where it needs to be most of the time. And they both pretty accurate. They both good passers, so it's really not a difference.
So when did you make the transition to be a full-time wide receiver? When did that occur?
I made the transition it's coming to Auburn. Coach Gus, he gave me the opportunity. He was like, "What, you want to play quarterback or you want to play receiver?" So I was telling him I like receiver, coach. I played quarterback because in my high school I had to because I was the best person for the position. But I really like the receiver, the thrill of receiver. I like catching passes. I like catching touchdowns. So I just started playing receiver. When I came out of high school, I went to the opening to play receiver, and I went to the All-American game to play receiver. So I just continued it in college.
Have you noticed any differences in Coach Malzahn from when you were with him before?
Nah, he's the same guy. He's the same guy.
So when did things kind of click for you? Obviously you weren't a receiver your whole high school career, so obviously you had a great season last year. Has there been a moment where things really started to click at your prior stop?
I noticed my game changing, and I started getting real fluid and more comfortable at the position. Probably like the Mississippi State game when I had last year. That was my best game. I felt myself like my confidence coming back at receiver. You feel what I'm saying? Because in my freshman year at Auburn, I didn't play that much. I only had like 8, 9 catches. So last year, probably the Mississippi State game, I started getting my confidence back, and I just started feeling better, like playing position.
When fans see you, what will they see on the field?
When fans see me, when they see me, I'm gonna give a 100% effort. If the ball coming my way, I'm a team player. You feel what I'm saying? Like, as long as we win it don't matter what I did. I just want the team to win. I feel we have a good enough team that the attention won't just have to be on me because we got ballers all the way around the board. So I just want the fans to know that I'm a team player. When the ball comes to me, I'm gonna make the play for the team.
I think the first scrimmage was more run oriented. I think they're talking like this Thursday is going to be a little bit more wide open. How exciting is that for you to potentially go out there and make some plays?
It's very exciting because the DBs here, we have a lot of competition. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of competition. Like, we bump heads all the time, so everybody excited. I know everybody gonna go out there and play hard, so it's gonna be a battle, iron sharpens iron, because our DBs here are pretty good.
Who's standing out to you so far in defense?
All the DBs, D. Brown, Thornton, BJ, Kobe Perry, they all stepping up. New, they all play good. Like, it ain't easy. You gotta go out there with your best stuff against them. They ain't gonna go in their favor.
You've been working with this offense. How good do you think you guys could be this year?
I feel like we have a chance to be very good. Like, we have the pieces, we have the O-line, we got quarterbacks, we got different type of quarterbacks that fit. Like, it's gonna be, I don't see how they can pick a quarterback with the group we got. So, and we got good talented receiver, and our running back room is amazing. Like, they surprised me when I came here. You know, I used to watch before coming here. Like, our running back room was the real deal.
A little bit of change of scenery for you coming down to Florida, Orlando. How you just liking things being here at UCF?
Oh yeah, it's different from Auburn. You know, Auburn just great football. So you come down here, you see palm trees, the sun out all the time. It's a great environment to me.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Kobe.
Thanks, Kobe.